Okay, now we continue with our subject physics, but now we're going to talk about the types of forces. Types of forces. So there are two major types of forces. There are two major types of forces. So you need to understand, number one, it is fundamental forces. These are called fundamental forces. And group number two called the non-fundamental forces. These are major groups of the forces, fundamental and non-fundamental forces. So what about fundamental? Fundamental forces are basic forces. They occur naturally and they are independent. They are basic forces and independent. So these forces are basic forces. Basic and independent means these forces, which are fundamental, they are independent. Means they cannot be expressed in terms of other forces. So that we call them independent. They cannot be expressed in terms of the other forces. They are basic, means they are foundation of other forces. Which forces? Non-fundamental. So non-fundamental forces are forces depending on fundamental. So they are dependent forces. So these forces are dependent forces, means explicitly in terms of other forces. So these are non-fundamental. They can be expressed in terms of that force. So when you say non-fundamental means, for example, weight of the object is non-fundamental force because it can be expressed by other forces. Force of gravity can be the one which expresses this weight. Or for fundamental forces, the forces that are basic and independent, they cannot be expressed in terms of the other forces. It means, example, you can say here, gravity is almost the one among of the fundamental forces. Also, another fundamental is nuclear force. But the non-fundamental example is weight of the object. This is how we categorize forces into two major groups, fundamental and non-fundamental. Inside this fundamental, there are a number of forces, and here as well there are a number of forces. Till next time, thank you.